Seeing then that this is every believer's call to be a witness for Jesus, we've gone from the shepherds and their exhortation to the church and the exhortation there as far as the mature ones in their faith. And now we're going to come to the younger ones who are still growing in their faith. They are to come to a place of submission to the elders or the leaders or those who are more spiritually mature, so that they too can mature in their flesh. A lot of times zeal, and sometimes with zeal comes a little pride, because they get zeal and pride mixed up, and when you first get saved, you want to just take on the world, and you're not ready. You're not prepared with the full understanding, and so you kind of get ideas of things and you run ahead. And it's time that you come back and submit yourself to the mature believing church and grow to where when you do when you engage, and I'm not telling you not to engage as a young believer, you should, because the Holy Spirit is in you as well, but make sure that you're still growing and not lock in on something that you are absolute on that you haven't quite learned through yet, because those things get you in a lot of trouble. And when we talk about submission, we first look to the elders and the leaders and the mature ones in the church to make sure that they're not lording over what they know, what they think they know, their experiences. Experiences are great, by the way. They are. We learn from them. But we have to understand that our experience and what God did in that experience may not even relate to someone else if they're in a different place in their life. What we share with them and what God did is wonderful, but make sure that we don't put that upon them to say, oh, it's got to happen this way for you. You've got to believe this way. You've got to act this way. When this happens, well, God may take them in a whole different circumstance, whole different road. And so that experience, while it's good, may not be completely valid for everyone. So we got to make sure that we're not lording over things over people that are coming as they're growing. But we're to submit to God first. Then we're to submit to one another. And we need to set an example of humility. We need to make sure that we walk in humility so pride doesn't come in and bring division, because that's exactly what pride will do. Pride always brings division. Because when you begin to preach your experiences, when you begin to lord over people and think you know more than you know, that's when division will come, because there'll be someone equally as knowing in a whole different direction as you are, and then you're going to be boom, boom, be like a ping pong ball, and eventually it's going to crash and burn. So we're going to pick up here in verse 5 of 1 Peter chapter 5.